Hi everyone, it's Wangeshi here and welcome to Adventures with Wangeshi. And today I wanted to actually talk about my air tent that I've had for almost a year now, and I have never ever done like a tour of everything that I use while I'm using my air tent, because previously I only just talked about the car camping setup. So this is going to be my air tent setup and what I carry and what I need. And we are still at Angeri campsite in Nanyuki, and I wanted to do this video separately from the camping so that it's not all mixed up, and so that you guys can have an idea of everything that I get to bring when I'm camping with the air tent, because it's completely a different setup from what I use when I'm doing car camping. And let's just start with the items that I usually bring for cooking, which are kind of similar with when I'm car camping. And let's just get into it here. So on a normal day when we're going camping, we usually do the air tent. I've had this air tent, like I've said, for a long time now, not really that long, for a year. And I wanted to start with what is outside before we go to inside the tent, because I've never actually done like a tour of what is usually inside the tent, and I barely actually film inside the air tent. So this is the table, the foldable table that we bring all the time, which is the same table that I usually bring when I am going car camping, solo car camping. And normally when we are going camping, if we're going for actually more than 2 days, we usually bring the meko. And I didn't bring it today because it was just one night. I brought this, which is the same that I was using when I'm car camping, because it's so small and we end up getting a lot of space to put other things that we need when we're going camping. So this is what I use, and I'm basically actually going to keep it there because I need it. Other times I usually bring other bigger pots than these ones, but because it was just one night, I didn't want to bring big tents. And also we are thinking of actually getting food from the restaurant, so this is what I bring. And this is what it comes in. This is how I bought it. It comes with a small one and this, which is a bigger one. It's very convenient and I really love it. And for tea, I also usually bring a bigger one, but I'm going to be using this today because again, it was a gift that was given by my sissy. And normally if you're going for more than 2 days, I usually bring a bigger water bottle with water for cooking tea and anything that we might need when we are heating or cooking food. And here is the same thing that I had. I think I had this. I think I showed you this when we were for the car camping, and I bring this all the time. And I usually bring a funnel as well for the tea to use when I'm doing the tea, when I'm making tea. And I have these 2 plates. This is one mine and one for Phil. Usually we would have 2 of these. I don't know where one is. I misplaced it at home. So this is what we would normally bring. This is what I bring. And this is for cooking. A thermos. I actually also have another bigger thermos that I'm going to show you. And what's in here is basically everything that we need. This is a favorite in our home. We eat this for breakfast. And I brought 2. I usually carry 2 of these normally. And I'll carry like sugar, spoons and forks if we need these, and for washing the dish. And basically that's it. These are like the necessities that we usually would need when we are camping. And definitely not to forget the things, if you're not going to eat at the restaurant or you're not going to buy food, this is what we usually use for cooking and everything. And then this is again the bag I bring when I am carrying all my filming gears and other things that I might need. and of course my wallet, my glasses because I need these, a power bank, supplements of course. Ooh, I lost the other supplement, I think it's in the car. Supplements of course, and these are hold cables. This is where I put the cables that I need, and it has like also a little fan that you can use with the phone. You just plug these in the phone and use that, and all the cables that I need when I need to charge. This is my makeup. And here is the bag I also use to put the filming items. As you can see, I always bring an extra camera. A lot of the times I just keep it there. Also, just things I need to film. This is literally just a bag that is just having like items that I need for filming, and these are just extra items that I need. I can film with my phone or Phil's phone, you know, I can film with anything, or the camera that I'm using now to film. And this is the bag that I bring all the time. 90% of the time I'll have this bag with these things so I can be able to film, you know. And it's a necessity for me, you know. If you're a content creator, you need to have you know, like a bag where you put your filming things. So this is literally my necessity bag for filming items. And then moving on, because I actually just want to move like this as we go so that I don't skip anything and forget anything. And then here is a chair that I carry all the time, and it's in good shape. I really like this, and I would recommend this for sure. But we have two of them, with this one on this side, but this one is the best one because this is already coming apart. Then the other thing I bring is of course slippers. I bring this all the time. Then another thing we bring is these two, but these ones I've really started bringing them this year because these were gifts that we were given by our nieces for New Year's, and his and hers. This obviously is Phil's, and pink of course is mine. And then in here, but those are just the toothbrush and the washcloth and soap. And then in here we carry the items we need for, you know, like cologne, perfume, like deodorant and everything. That's where we put, and lotion. So it's those are the things. This is what we bring in. But before, this used to be our bag, which we would put even those things, right? The washcloth and everything. But we upgraded because we were gifted something. And then moving on, I want to show you this clear box, which I had mentioned in the previous video, but I didn't have it. So I want to show this clear box. Is actually a necessity every time I am going camping with the tent, with the air tent. I have to bring this because this is where we put all the other extra things. Like for example, these are they haven't been folded very well, but that's all right. So these are the bags. This is the bag for the tent, and that other bag is for the chair, and it helps us to be able to fold things and put them organized. Also, this is the extra item for the bed, which I'll explain later. And in this box, there's literally all the things that we might need, including the pegs for the tent, and these two for washing. This is actually something new that I haven't used. This was also a gift from my sister. She gave me so I can be using it to do whatever I want to do, and I just decided to use it for camping. This is also a gift from my sister that she gifted Phil because he likes drinking tea. So we carry this. I carry mine and he carries his because we all drink. We want a variety of things. And also in here we have this shower camping thingy. So we've only used this actually once, and this was not last year, but the year before, in 2024, is when we used these, when we had gone camping at Eagle Point in Gilgil. And so this is what we use, but we carry this for emergency, just in case we go somewhere and there's no hot water. We can be able to heat hot water, put it here, or put water here, leave it in the sun, and it's going to heat up, and you can be able to use this as a shower. So this is something that I carry every time. Even if I know that that place has a shower, I have to carry this just in case the water is closed. Because when we used this last time, it's not because there wasn't a shower, it's because the water was cold. So we heated the water and put it here and clean, and used it to clean ourselves. Also in here we have like a cloth to be able to clean stuff, and the items that we need, for example, like these, you know. So basically we carry this clear box because it's really necessary for us to carry it, because it helps us to keep things organized and keep things in one place. So this is the reason why we carry this, and I'll move you to inside the tent. I'm so excited to show you inside the tent. It's very basic, nothing much going on in there so much, but then I want to get to show you because I don't get to do it often, and that's why I wanted to show you everything that I bring when I'm camping with my air tent, right? So welcome to our air tent. Inside our air tent, we've really never done any kind of video to show what is inside our air tent, and so this time I really wanted to do this video to show what's inside our air tent and how we sleep and everything that we have in here. And starting here, this is my bag that I carry my laptop, and so half of the time I carry my laptop, and so this is my laptop and this is my laptop bag, so I carry this a lot of the time. And I actually got this from Aldo, and Phil has his as well, and he also got his from Aldo, just in case you want to know where we got this. And of course I've talked about this as well. I always bring my Bible because why not. So here's our duvet, and it's quite thick, and I bring this because most of the time when we go to different places, we don't know what the weather is like there, or it might say it's hot, but then it's at night it's cold and windy. Like here in Nanyuki, it's hot during the day, but you can already tell that it's starting to become windy, and so inside the tent sometimes it gets cold. So I always bring this duvet. This is literally a duvet for camping, and we have 2 of our pillows that we bring, but this air bed actually literally came with pillows, but we don't like those pillows at all. And then of course the sheets. And here is our air bed, just in case you've never seen it. This is our air bed. It's a 5x6. This is what it looks like. This is our air bed, and I bring this all the time. It's comfortable, but I'm getting to a point where I actually want to find a way to carry a mattress, something more comfortable. I guess as you get older you just want more comfort, and that's where I've gotten now. So this is an air bed. I bought it for, I think I bought it, it was 15,500 when I bought it, but now I think the prices have gone down. So in case you're interested, this is something that you can get for yourself or when you're camping, and they're different prices, because I also have another air mattress, but it's smaller than this. It's a 4x6 and it's not as big and comfy as this one. Anyway, so that's what we have, and this is what our inside our air tent looks like. And it's not clean right now because the last time we used it got rained on, and then when it gets rained on and then you don't wash it and just fold it, it gets to stain. So we need to actually take it. We usually take it to the car wash to have it cleaned. And then here we have these air chairs. I think that's what they're called. So these little air chairs, we got them a year ago, and this is what we use. Well, most of the time it's Phil who actually uses it. I'm always in bed. I like staying in bed, and so this is what it looks like. And then in here we also have our cooler, and this is our bag. There are times where we carry his and hers bag, where he has his bag, I have my bag, but sometimes when we're going for like a short trip, we just carry one bag, so it makes things easier. And in here We also carry this. This is our first aid kit, and we carry it all the time. Even when we are going for trips that are not for camping, we carry this. But mostly when we are going camping, it's a necessity to carry, and it came with a couple of things, but other things we've added these things in here. We've added things for ourselves, but it did come as a kit. But then, you know, we put things that we might need, like painkillers and Maalox for me, because I have issues with my stomach sometimes, so I carry that. And we have also let me show you. So, and we have our light. So this light, we hang it here, and this is basically a total light, and it's actually very, very good. So you can add it however you want, and that's how it works. And of course this, and that's just how it is. Normally, actually, I usually have like a small carpet in here, but I didn't bring it this time because it was just a one-day trip, and I actually forgot it. That's actually something that I forgot. But this is literally inside our air tent, and it's very basic but also very comfortable for us. So if in the evening when we are unwinding and just wanting to relax inside the tent, because it gets cold at night after the bonfire or something like that, then we can be able to, both of us, he can sit here, I can go in bed, or vice versa. Most of the time I'm usually in bed and he's here, and so it's very comfortable for us. It's minimal, but we have the comforts that we want, especially with a bed. We didn't want to start sleeping down, and that's the reason why we bought. And we have our lights, and we have all the things we have. We also carry our own power banks. Here's the power bank, I have mine. We all carry our own laptops, and these are snacks basically. So we put our snacks here, so we don't have to keep going outside to get the things that we need. And the cooler, we put it there just in case we need something to drink at night. And basically that's all. And basically that's all. And I really wanted to show you what we carry when we are going. This is our setup when we're going camping with the air tent, and we're really pleased with it. Of course, there are things we would want to upgrade, maybe the airbed, maybe get a bigger mattress or something. This is something that we are looking into. Upgrade different things, like we need to upgrade this chair because it's really getting horrible and it's falling apart. But it's very simple. Our setup is very simple, but it's all the things that we might need. And if you have any suggestions of things that we could add, things that we could upgrade, and where we could get them, all the suggestions are welcome. And I hope this helps you to, and if you actually have questions of where I got these things, I'll definitely answer them. And I hope this helped you to come up with ideas for how you can set up your tent, or things that we have that you want to have, or if you have suggestions of things that we would have that you have, we are open to those suggestions. Thank you so much for joining me in this small short episode, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next adventure.